Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video a few days ago on Facebook and all of the advertisers that are pulling out. Well, it just got worse for them. All people want is for Mark Zuckerberg is to clean up all of the racism that's going on out on Facebook, and he doesn't want to do it, you know? And of course, there's issues with Donald Trump being out there because Donald Trump is the biggest troll on the internet. I mean, let's face it. I still say it's very inappropriate for a president to be on social media. I think that should actually be beneath the president, but not this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it is over 400 advertisers that have stopped advertising on Facebook. Over 400. And they now stand to lose $70 billion in advertising money. But see, we now know who Mark Zuckerberg really, truly is. I mean, how many Black people on Facebook have been in Facebook jail multiple times? I got off of Facebook because I didn't care for it. I just did not like Facebook. And I have not been on Facebook since 2018. And I have to tell y'all, I don't miss nothing about Facebook. I miss absolutely nothing. And periodically somebody will send me a link to a video to watch. And when it's out on Facebook, I just don't go out there and watch it because I'm not going to set up another account and just to watch videos. I'm not going to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is NPR, July 1st, 2020. Over 400 advertisers hit pause on Facebook, threatening $70 billion juggernaut. Now, ladies and gentlemen, some of these advertisers are not going to advertise just for the month of July. And others said they may pause advertising on Facebook for good. So they're not all jumping on the bandwagon of coming back after July is over. But let me go ahead and play this audio from NPR.
This country, the companies feel pressure to show they're doing something, but they also want to put some distance between themselves and this campaign, so they're more free to make their own decisions about whether and when to resume advertising on Facebook.
Well, how is Facebook responding?
Well, Facebook says it invests billions of dollars in keeping its platform safe, and just yesterday it said it banned hundreds of accounts and groups connected to the Boogaloo movement. That's a loose network of far-right extremists, and that's the kind of thing advertisers want to see the company doing. Here's what Facebook's top spokesman, Nick Clegg, told CNN on Sunday.
Facebook, we have absolutely no incentive to tolerate hate speech. We don't like it, our users don't like it, advertisers understandably don't like it.
Clegg pointed out that over 100 billion messages are sent on Facebook's platforms every day. And so, the company tries to crack down. It's not perfect. It can't remove everything. Last week, CEO Mark Zuckerberg did announce some policy changes. Facebook's going to put warning labels on posts from politicians like President Trump that break its rules. And that's a huge reversal. But when Zuckerberg made that announcement, he did not mention the advertising boycott at all.
Well, can I just ask, you've mentioned a couple of times here that for many companies, this is a temporary departure. They're coming back. How dependent are they on Facebook?
Well, Facebook has a huge stable of advertisers. I mean, its whole business is advertising. But for many of these advertisers, it's just not really a choice to leave Facebook. Facebook and other social media groups let them reach specific communities at a fraction of what they would pay to, buy a commercial on broadcast television. A really good example, I think, is one of its biggest spenders right now is the Biden campaign. Joe Biden has been very vocal lately in criticizing Facebook. He's calling for changes. He says the company needs to crack down more on hate speech. But, when NPR asked his campaign if it was going to stop advertising on Facebook, the spokesman told us, quote, with less than 5 months until Election Day, we cannot afford to cede these platforms to Donald Trump and his lies.
That's a quote. NPR Shannon Bond, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Facebook has been hit with this pause on advertising, which started about 2 weeks ago, and it was the activist organizations that approached these advertisers and asked them to please stop advertising until Facebook cleans up all of the hate that's going on out there, racism. Now, as you heard, more than 400 companies, Coca-Cola and Adidas to Ford and Lego, have vowed to halt advertising on the social media network in a growing protest over how it handles hate speech and other hateful content. For Richard Robinson, this moment was a long time coming. Facebook has given advertisers no other option because of their failure time and time again to address the very real and very visible problems on their platform. Robinson, president of the civil rights group Color of Change, told NPR. Color of Change is part of the coalition behind Stop Hate for Profit, which also includes the Anti-Defamation League and NAACP and other civil rights advocacy groups. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Zuckerberg has been approached multiple times by a variety of different big name people to make these changes, and he just simply didn't do it. And it has caught Zuckerberg's attention. So finally, you pull money away, now they see what's going on. So as long as you're not doing anything involving money, they can't see or hear. Retail chains like Target, Dunkin', Volkswagen were among the latest brands to join the movement, which is gaining traction across corporate America and around the world. And you can best believe, like I said, other social media platforms are watching this, and I bet they're nervous. Hershey's, Clorox, and Microsoft are some of the biggest spenders on Facebook and its sister platform, Instagram. And they also hit pause on advertising. Estimated spending of top Facebook advertisers, $29.2 million just from Procter & Gamble. HBO pays $16.5 million in advertising on Facebook. Biden for president, $13.1 million. Sprint, $8.3 million. Donald J. Trump for president, $7.8 million. Sirius Radio, 6.6 million. Purple Innovation, 6.3 million. Microsoft, 6.0 million. Home Depot, 5.5 million. AT&T, 5.4 million. That's a lot of damn money. That's a lot of money right there. Color of Change has urged Facebook for years to take stronger lines against hate speech, voter suppression, and other misuse of its platforms. But the group has struggled in the past at fully breaking through to the public and to those in government about how dangerous this platform is, Robinson acknowledged. Now, he said, we're breaking through in a new way. The protests over police brutality and racism were a turning point. Jim Steyer, CEO of the children's advocacy group Common Sense Media, another member of the Stop Hate for Profit Coalition. I will admit we did not expect that this would take off to this extent so quickly with so many of the most important advertisers in the United States and globally join, Steyer told NPR. It shows that they are frustrated too, and that they share our concerns about democratic norms, about civil discourse, and about what's going on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, no incentive to tolerate hate speech. So, of course, they're trying to dispute it, but I don't know how I don't know how Zuckerberg can dispute such a big thing, you know? And when your advertisers start pulling out, you're in trouble. You're in serious trouble. Even if they come back a month later, this is one whole month that you lost in revenue. They said $70 billion is going to be lost in July just over this one incident of advertisers just pulling out. That's a lot of money, and that's going to definitely mess up their revenue. But y'all, please tell me what you think of this latest on Facebook. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.